For our little daily limbering, all you need is a chair. You don't need gym clothes, you don't need any props, you need a chair or a wall or something to hold on to, which means there's absolutely no excuse not to do it. So keep making it as quick as we can so you can get it done every single day. You're just going to start by looking over one shoulder and then the other. Go right to the edge of where you can turn to, just mobilizing your neck. You're standing nice and tall, the weight is back through the front of your heel, shoulders are relaxed and down, and you're imagining a helium balloon lifting you tall out of the top back of your skull, ribs down, everything nicely aligned the way you all know how to do it. Rolling one shoulder and then the other. Good, just one and then the other. A little circling. Now turn with the shoulder. So you're looking over your shoulder, getting your rib cage to turn. Your pelvis can move a little bit. It's just nice, easy limbering for the upper body. One more. And now bring the backs of your hands together. So you're touching the backs of the hands. Then you're going to turn your hands, roll the thumbs back, and open the arms behind you. Bring the hands back, the hands together. Make sure your shoulders are down. They're not scrunching up to your ears. And then turn the hands back and open the chest. Now let's add some spine movement to it. As you bring the arms forward, bend your knees, scoop your belly in and curve your back in a cat shape. Make sure that you don't just round your upper back. So pull the belly back, scoop the belly in to create the curve of your lower back and let your upper back just respond. And now turn the hands again, lift the breastbone and open the chest. Curve the body, make sure you're scooping the belly in and curving the lower back as the backs of the hands come together. And then turn and lift the breastbone. Two more like that. One last one. And now you're going to do it on an angle. So angle your hands to one side. The knees are still a little bit bent, the back is curving. And stay on that angle as you open the chest and pull the hands back. One more to this side. And then to the other side. Curving and rounding in a rotation. And lifting and opening in the rotation. One more. And then just nice big circles with the arms, turning to go with the arm at first. And then without a turn, take the arm through as big a circle as you can. Think of the ribs staying down. Try not to have the ribs come with you. Make it just about the arm in the socket. One more to each side. And then just give everything a little bit of a shake, adjust your clothing if it needs adjusting. And then coming onto one foot and just circle the free foot at the ankle. Really make this an exercise, going the other way. And then the other way. You keep circling. My computer looks like it's going black and I never know if that's still recording. So you keep circling while I make sure it stays going. Good, and bring that leg down. You're now just going to do a hip hinge. The legs stay straight, the back stays straight. Put your thumb on your lower ribs, your baby finger on your front hip bone, and that will tell you if your ribs are pushing forward. You're just hinging at the hips and coming back up. The bum moves back in space, and the back stays straight. If you feel your ribs pushing forward into your thumb, it means you're overarching the back. You don't want to do that. That makes your back feel a little bit strained. Do you feel your tummy is supporting you a little bit here? Find a stretch for your hamstrings and then use the hamstrings, the back of the leg, to pull you up. Do one more of these. And now you're going to start with that little hip hinge, just a little bit, and then bend through the knees and sit in a bit of a squat. And we're going to turn it into a swing. So now the arms come up and you swing down and reach up. A little bounce. Bum is moving back, working through the hips, nice big swing of the arms, everything getting warm. Do a couple more of these. And bring the arms down. Step one foot back, bend your front knee, and then you're going to tilt your pubic bone up and release. Tilt the pubic bone, use the tummy and the bum. You're opening right in the front of the hip. A couple more like that. And then swap sides. Bend your front knee a little bit and just tilt up and release. Tilt and release. So that front of the hip is opening up. Good. And this is where you need your chair. If you need it for a bit of balance, because you're going to grab your foot. Try and have your knees lined up with each other, and your hip is stacked on top, and your ribs are stacked above that, and you're just going to tilt your pubic bone up again to really lengthen through the front of the thigh, the front of the hip. If you've got your ribs stuck out like this, you actually reduce the stretch. So draw the ribs in and keep everything in line. And swap legs. Finding that straight line again, knee, hip, rib, all lined up. And release there. I forgot my little side bend along the way, so we can add it in now. One arm comes up, side bend over, get a nice stretch for the ribs, bend the knees, and then push your hips out to that side that you're stretching. And come up to the other side, bend the knees, push the hips out. And let's do one more to each side like that. Side bend, bend the knees, then push the hips out. And release there. Grab your chair again and we'll finish off with a little stretch for your glutes. So you're going to cross one ankle over the other knee, back stays straight, just sit your bum back. And you're getting a stretch for the bum of the leg that's bent. Try not to round your back as you're doing this. Just keep length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And bring yourself up from there, swap legs. Sit yourself back, keeping the straight back. Hands can be down, doesn't matter really where they are. You just want to make sure that you're sitting the weight of your pelvis back and keeping your spine neutrally aligned, kind of straight. And release there. The only things we haven't done are our hands and our feet. I've got other things on the feet if you want to prowl around on the website. Give them a good stretch, it can be helpful for them.